So it is given to me to share an understanding of why the one creator of the entire cosmos would change their name. When you read in Moses, when he asked, well, who should I say sent me? He said, from here on out, I am to refer to as Yahuwah Elohai of Abraham, Yitzhak, and Yaakov. It is not the name by which they knew me before, but this is who I am identified as now. And we've all been through this culture of how people want to identify themselves. Okay? So we've all learned that it might be important to address people how they wish you to address them. And that's probably why mankind was given to go through that experience of, I forget what they call them now. The he, she, it, they pronouns. That's it. Pronouns. And dead name versus how they want to be referred to now. And it's no different than down south. You will call me ma'am. And your teacher is not just her name. It is Miss or Mrs. or Mr. So-and-so. Moms and dads don't want to be called by their first name, by their children. Naming's important. And so is hierarchy and organization within especially the cosmos, the kingdom of Yahuwah, Elohai, of Abraham, Yitzhak, and Yaakov. What was he known to them before as? El Shaddai, the one who said, stop. Making room, allowing creation to expand within the one self that we call Yahuwah. Stop. That's as much room as you are taking up inside my body. Ask any mother who has been pregnant and breastfed. Like, can I have my body to myself now? We can relate. So, he identifies as the one who said, stop. No one else could do it. No one could claim that. But all the people knew and would call and would talk about El Shaddai. But now, with the renewal of the covenant, comes a new structure and a new organization. With Noah, it was Noah's offspring and whatever survivors. El Shaddai, covenant was renewed. Everybody gets a chance. Clean slate. Wipe to clean with that water. Wash down that board. The animals, creatures, all peoples, of all species, all nations, all from here on out, whoever serves me. The whole world went corrupt except for one, maybe two people, one person and their family, those who attach themselves to that person, and the covenant is renewed. And he chose to renew it through Abraham. And to make it clear that this renewal involved a new organization, a new hierarchy, it was given. Their names were associated with it. This is the God. You will honor my processes. Oh my goodness. So this young generation can maybe understand if you put it in that word. You will honor my processes. and my name, how I choose to be identified. And by identifying with righteous people, you understand what is considered righteous and the traditions, the ways of those people. Good grief, sometimes there's a lot of laughing up in heaven. But that's joy, rejoicing. Even an unpleasant surprise is shocking and causes laughter. Like, whoa. They thought of that. Okay, so yes, that would be why Yahuwah changed his name. Not really, he's still El Shaddai. But that name was taken out of use so that people would be less familiar with it. Like, there are some people I really did, like, they learned my legal birth name, the gate name given at me at birth, which would be called a dead name. And this is what dead people name their dead children, okay? So then some guy who's used to calling me Autumn, because that's how I was referred to, and so I just said, yeah, call me Autumn. He learned my legal name. Oh, and he just had to use it like he was in on some kind of club, and he just thought he was the greatest thing for knowing, and somehow there was this special connection between us. And he was just so foul a man. And I'm talking satanic ritual sacrifice kind of man, okay? When I say foul, I don't mean, oh, Yahuwah sent me somebody to test whose personality would test me. Like, no. This was truly foul. He found out. And I just did not want him ever to say my name. Like, because he said it in that way. No, it's bad enough, you know me as Autumn. I know you on these terms. This is the environment. This is as close as you're going to get to me. Call me Autumn. And I did tell him, I said, you will address me as Miss Autumn, or I will not respond to you. You will not be buying soda from me. He got the message. Sometimes he'd still slip, because that meth will do that to you, especially when you're flopping through personalities. One personality didn't get the memo. Okay, so now imagine how Yahuwah feels that these people are gonna be calling upon his name. No. I will take my name out of your mouths, says the scripture. I'll look that up. I'll put it down there. I will take my name out of your mouths. And so he did. He did. And if we're all being allowed to know his name, like I shared in yesterday's video, I commented using that name and that got deleted. And when all I did was say, well, according to Jubilees, I did not state it as fact. I just said, here's this little tidbit. Perhaps this is the merit that you're looking for. What merited Abraham to be the receiver of this covenant of all people? Well, because he was the only one who searched and came to know and showed an interest in serving Yahuwah. And the response was, that liar, why would you believe that liar Abraham? I'm like, oh my goodness, Abraham has enemies. That person may know Yahuwah. They may have known Yahuwah as El Shaddai, because they may be a very long-living person who we are not allowed to see in the physical at this time. And they're responding with, they will not go through a human being. No, the rebellion, so much rebellion was because Yahuwah wanted to raise human beings up to be equal to angels, Now he says you don't like that. Well, guess what? Now they're worthy of above you because you don't even want to respect what, my will. You don't want them in the family? I don't want you. Goodbye. So, see, this is how you draw close. You win the heart of somebody that you love. You respect, you honor what they love. If not, what they love is going to take precedence over you and you're out the door. You're going to get involved with somebody who has children. You better love them children at least as much as they do, because if not, you're the one going down the road. Angelic lesson number 1. Like me, you want to be anywhere near me. Oh, you better not do anything to harm or disrespect my dog and her place in my life. Like, the only way you're getting above her is if you show respect for what she's brought into my life and the role that she plays in my life. My friend, you disrespect my friend, you disrespect my friend's property, you disrespect our relationship, her relationship with her husband, her family, no, you're going down the road, not them. No. And Yahu is the same way. Respect his pronouns, respect his processes, okay, his organization, his hierarchy, okay? Like, you don't run to the owner of the company. You don't go to the head of BlackRock if you're working mopping the floors at McDonald's. No, you go to your manager. And if you can't solve the conflict there, you fill out a form for, a hearing, somebody to hear from you for conflict resolution. And then they will tell you, probably a legal organization will send you a letter and tell you a time and place to go to. And you still have not gotten to the owner of McDonald's yet, okay? And if you're going after the owner of McDonald's, you've got the entire corporation worldwide, local and worldwide levels. And then maybe you might get to the top dog's lawyers. And then you might get to his personal assistant. But by the time you got to the top, dude, you are sued into the grave. You are like, how significant are you? I'm just saying. And how much of a fuss are you going to bring? Because there are all kinds of ways to silence people. How about we give you a promotion? How about we give you a raise? How about we kill a family member of yours, or maybe you yourself? Okay? So, processes, names, all of that. Respect. Honor. With your whole heart, with your whole soul, and with your whole understanding. That's the second commandment, because the first one is, this is your God, and you will have no other. Right? Or are they both part of that was my goal today. Look that up. Clarify. Which one is what? Which one is two? Because, you don't have to memorize them. They're just intuitive. You don't do those things. You just don't do those things. So I'm going to look it up. And the scripture that I said I was going to look up, I already forgot. I'll watch it again. I'll figure it out. Yes, I will do that.